Things that make you go, hmm. You're not right. You know that, right? I know, you always think you're right. Well, you're not a trucker, so you can't use that excuse. Adam! What's up, little Adam?
Little Adam, hey bud.
Did you have fun? Did Chris make you dizzy in those goggles? Carlos, back from the sky. Welcome, my dear. Spaghetti. I had lasagna. Close.
What I'm eating now.
Sam, what's up?
Sam, how you doing?
Hope everybody's having a good week so far. It's beautiful here. It's like 95 degrees. I know I'm sitting here in a sweatshirt and people think I'm crazy, but I like my sweats. Ed, what's up? You're awake.
Ed, nothing wrong.
So, but yeah, the weather's getting ready to change. Uncle Arthur is knocking hard, and it's like, yep, my legs are absolutely killing me. So I know the weather's getting ready to change shortly. Yeah, I don't know, Ed. I don't know how it was cooler there. Wayne, what's up?
Wayne, what up?
I don't know, Ed. Today the weather was like extreme. It was insane. What's up, Tiff? Hope you're having a good week.
Tiff, welcome.
Night Train said the clouds are up. The quads are up too if you guys are sending them.
My.
Dude, I don't know what to think. I cannot get over your change. I don't know.
You got that breaking down now, boy.
Dude, you've done killed Papa Gandorf. What have you done? Uh-oh, Tiff said I'm listening while looking up car parts. What's wrong with the car, Tiff?
Hopefully RC car parts.
Man, Wayne said, man, it was hot outside. I think I got a shade darker. No, Ed, I was not exaggerating. It was hotter than Hades today. It was extreme. I don't understand. Right, Ed? I was like, what? Mike's laughing. He said it'll grow back. Dude, and you did it when it's becoming colder. I don't understand. You should have done that like in the beginning of summer and started to grow it back.
And when they just started that Wanted show.
Yeah, Thomas, he's done change Gandor for sure. Right? It was toasty today as yesterday. It's crazy. Mike said it was getting into the paint too much. Well, see, babe, then you just have to kind of like go like this and you paint with a beard too.
You can cut in and roll at the same time.
Yes, Adam. Actually, come to find out, we thought for sure it was the modem router because that's what's gone out several times on us before and we've had to swap it out. But come to find out, apparently lightning had struck the splitter on the outside of the house. Does that give me comfort? No, because that means lightning technically struck my house. But it's been replaced, it's been fixed, and knock on wood, so far, all's good. Carlos said install a lightning rod. Well, I think that's the first time it's happened, and hopefully the last. Ooh, Tiff, a fuel pump? Ugh. Yuck. Oh, I understand now, Ed. That gray streak that was down that middle there, that was paint. That's what that was, right, Mike? Mike said, "Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Damn it." Oh, that's a good thing. It's an easy fix in your car. Thumbs up plus. Yeah, yeah. And that's just it. You know, lightning rods kind of like bring the lightning, and it doesn't always guarantee exactly where it will hit. Ay. Adam, Plummet, what's up?
I'm in the house. What up?
Well, that's a huge plus, Tiff. She does not have to drop the tank; just has to take the back seat out. So
Oh, you got lucky on that?
she got extremely lucky.
That's all.
Oh, Thomas says, want to guess his miles per gallon for yesterday, Chris? Now remember, yesterday Thomas went and took his retest, and congratulations!
The Hagerstown from where you live? Yeah.
He has once again
Well,
been certified.
You have Mr. B, so you probably had like 50 to the gallon.
Right, Carlos? Too many trees near our house. I was shocked when the guy told us what happened. Thomas said, you aren't far off. 46. He said, after yesterday, I have my last two elves calling my name. You be careful with them elves, man. They've been hiding out in the back of the fridge for a reason, and I'm sure they've gotten a little more evil. Stick to the Mountain Dew, Thomas. It's much, much safer.
Show me what I'm building tonight. I'm building the most.
Oh, yeah. Chris is Chris is definitely taking on a project.
Yeah.
I do believe this is one of the most hated quads.
And I make it fly. It fly nice.
So stay tuned. A lot of people hate that quad and have issues building it and getting it in the air. Right, Sam? You left your Pepsi at our house again. Chris opened up the fridge after you left. He's like, Pepsi? I was like, it's Sam's. He's like, oh.
Yep.
Oh, there's Call of Duty Mobile now?
Oh, God. We walk around playing.
Thomas said, so that's how baby Tyros are made. Kaz said, I will give Chris 5 minutes. He'll be done.
Yeah, I'm kind of just putting around this one. Nothing racing to get it done or anything.
Right, Mike? It's hump day. Cracking a bottle now. Baby doll, that's always been a Wacky Wednesday tradition. You know that.
Kaz, what's Mars up to? Flying in whoop whoop stuff?
Wrong Kaz.
Huh?
K-A-S is
Kaz.
Kaz.
That's not Kaz. Kaz is Mars. Well,
No,
man.
yes, but no.
He is Kaz FPV, not Kaz. Jiminy Remedy.
Right, Adam? I would not be giving up my 4-wheel drive in Michigan either. I would definitely be needing that.
I bet all the weather you guys got up there.
He said he only gets 14 miles per gallon with his truck. It sucks, but he's not giving up his truck. And I don't blame him. Sam, you're supposed to be on my side.
Thank you, Sam.
Oh, she left her Pepsi, so we won't miss her too much.
Okay. I didn't miss it when I was drinking it.
Oh, Adam, you cracked your phone.
Ew.
That sucks, bud. Bill, newfound drones. I'm going to the post office tomorrow, Bill, and I'm going to find out how much the shipping is on that box.
Bill.
So I will let you know, my dear.
I think I have a bunch of screws here. Bunch of hardware.
Oh, come on now, Ed. You want Adam to go a little easier on the pedal driving. Have you seen how he flies? Come on.
All I'm saying is I hope you can drive better than the fly.
Oh! Oh, shots fired, shots fired.
He probably just gave me the finger at the screen. You Chris. The graveyard ripoff.
Oh, Lord. What was the one problem driving Mr. B on I-70? You got past too much?
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't go fast enough. His foot was through the floorboard. Tell him, Thomas. Going down the hills were great. Coming back up them,
He said the rigs wanted to use me as a hood ornament. It's a good thing that Chuck and Squish aren't in here. Oh,
They blew
Lord.
the air horn in his car room.
It just slides to the side.
Come on by, Trigger. Mother Trigger.
He said Mr. B held his own. He was cruising at 70. Oh, yeah. You think that's going to help, Ed? He said he thinks Adam needs to add a lot of expo to his throttle. I still don't think that's going to help.
He got that flight one dialed in on her.
And look at you, Bill. Show off.
What?
He said, I will soon have a Cinebee 75 HD. He can't wait. Oh, Thomas said a few times his foot got a bit heavy and he was almost to 80.
Yeah, downhill.
All right, now we have the FPV NoobTube channel in here. He said he is loving that shirt.
Them faggots.
Well, you got one of those shirts on, so does that make you a faggot too?
Shit, I do got the wrong shirt on McDonald's. Gotta advertise. I guess that made me a faggot too, though.
Right? FPV NoobTube says, bah, faggot. Yeah, don't forget to check them out tonight. They have the Hump Day at 9. And I'll probably be hopping off of here somewhere right around that time. You have a new green shirt to wear tomorrow? What's on your new green shirt? Got a Nug Train shirt? Well, you're trying to stay vertical, Ed. I know you probably got that lean to it. Will do, will do. Tease. Tease. Ryan, what's up?
RDFPV.
Mike said I gotta stop by the show and see.
See what?
His new green shirt.
Oh.
Night Tiff, thanks for stopping in. So, Bill, is your new Cinnabee going to be actually outside in the cold, or is it going to be more of a indoor type thing?
Wherever. Quiet.
What's new in the crazy corner? Craziness. I live with that one, I think. That's crazy enough, isn't it?
You throw me into the bus for it.
When do you do nothing? These guys all know you. They're sitting back, probably choking on whatever they were attempting to drink.
Yeah, okay.
Haha.
Alright. Get moving.
Yep, 2 days left.
Give my
We
paper
got
back,
this.
please.
Give you your what?
Paper back.
What paper? Oh.
Thank you. He said that like doing little do that. You got your little do that.
Say I'm doing what?
Y'all had lasagna. You need that?
No, we did not.
You don't need no lasagna, bro.
No, he eats just about everything and anything anymore, so.
He eats french fries and everything. It's bullshit.
What do you mean 2 days left part timer?
What's going on?
Dude, I put my hours in. Oh Lord, Thomas, that sucks. I mean, sometimes GPS is good, but sometimes it's a little wacky. Right, Night Train, it's crazy, but not new. Well, new. Let's see. Went to the beach last weekend again. New. I know you guys have all heard, and speaking of, Thomas said his GPS had him ending at the end of the runway on the other side of the fence of the airport. So, speaking of runway, did you guys hear about the B-17 crash today? Kind of sucks. Huge piece of history is now gone. Prayers for all involved. Investigation is still going on. Seriously sucks. Got to see that bird in person quite a few years ago, but it was pretty sweet then. So Thomas is like, okay, GPS, stop playing with the joke. Yeah, I need to find out where the hell I'm really supposed to be. What do you mean too much sand at the beach for you, Carlos? No, we actually went to Assateague. So at Assateague, the beach is not like Ocean City at all. Chris calls it snow sand. Totally different type of sand. Plus, they have the wild horses that are just free roam, own the island. And we probably saw a good 20 when we went Saturday, counting the two newest babies. So it was a good day. Plus, we ended up walking probably about 5 miles. So good exercise.
Yeah, a lot of.
Carlos said sand always manages to get into places I don't want it to. I'm a grass guy. And Ryan said he's got all of his packs charged up and everything packed. He is ready to come down tomorrow, leaving in the morning.
Moving.
Right? Adam is young. He can still put in those crazy hours. I think we would all prefer to work 4, possibly 3 out of 7, but most of us cannot afford that, so we're stuck with a minimum of 5. Right? Tell him, Ed. He needs to get out of that concrete jungle and get his toes back in the sand, where they belong. Carlos. Ed said, wait a minute, Carlos, freaking Rican. You do know Puerto Rico is surrounded by the ocean. You've been in the concrete jungle too long and need to join the Sandy Toes Society. Yeah, it was funny because Rusty was gone this past weekend, and when he came home, I was showing him the pictures just from Saturday when we went down to the beach. And he looks at the numbers up in the corner and he's like, you took 300 and some pictures in just a couple hours? And I'm like, yep, and you're going to watch. But it's pretty cool learning new things. And there was actually a couple different occasions that I got to take some action shots. So that was cool. Oh, yeah. You were not forcing yourself to look at those bikinis. I can vouch differently for that. Thomas, what do you mean you haven't seen the salt water for decades? Dude, we got to change that. Well, Ed, I can't say anything about the Speedos because there was none of those at the beach that we took Carlos to, but there was quite a few bikinis. And like I said, I don't think he was forcing himself to look. Do you?
Nah, he was.
I don't think there was any forced activity going on. Mm-mm. I don't know though. That one woman was trying. She was a very hard sell on the what nationality you actually look like, Carlos. That was kind of funny. Carlos said, "If women wear speedos, then yes, I watch and look for speedos." I guess in some places they might. I don't know. Ed said, "Yeah, they wear speedos too." What's up, Craft King? Thanks so much for joining us. Thomas said that's because they went to a clothing optional beach. That's why he didn't look at any bikinis. No, 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 no. Well, we will take Carlos to the normal beaches.
Rehoboth. Pick up Rehoboth.
He said I had more fun holding Chris's hand on the boardwalk.
Yeah.
He says and got pictures to prove it. Very, very true. Not video, but photo. Ed said if there's no video, then it never happened.
Right, Ed. There you go.
Craft King says he is fighting with a new build. Goes nuts on full deflection. Any idea? Mamba 405 stack.
Do you have it on your channel? A video with what's going on with it? So a full deflection, it flips out. What you're saying? So when you push your right stick, pitch full forward, it just flips out. Is that what I'm understanding? Number 405. I would probably check what motors are you running on it. And the reason why I say that, I've had problems before with I could take off the ground and the quad would fly, but then when I get like about half throttle low past it, it would just poof, it would roll out of the sky. So I'm trying to
He
think.
said if you roll or pitch full, it's a total flip of death. Sounds like what your one was doing.
So your motors are stopping on somehow when you do a full stick forward, somehow your motors aren't doing it in sequence. Try to are you running D
He's
shot
running
or one
T
shot?
Motors F40 Pro 2 2400 kV.
I have had problems with T motors, to be honest with you, and I'm not bashing them or nothing. I had the little T motors on the Rotor X. They went up on me, and then I was running T motors on that reverb hanging back there, the F40s. Or actually, I was running the F60s on this and had an issue with one of the motors. If you have another set of motors, try swapping it out. I know that sounds strange, but sometimes the ESC, is this something that just started or something that happened after the build? Are you on Facebook or anything? If you're on Messenger, we could hook up on Messenger, and I definitely could figure it out for you. If not, I have people that definitely could do it. Okay, so you are using older motors. I got you. Yeah, it sometimes it's like the ESC and the windings of the motors, they don't communicate properly. I've run into that about 3 times already. And when I first got told of it, I was like, no way. Nope. I took them brand new out the pack and soldered them on, no way. And it turned out to be that.
Well, Sam, I know what you mean about the guys being silly and you not having the video to prove it, but you know, you and I both know that it happens because we've seen the guys together, so I don't have to see the video. The guys, on the other hand, they prefer footage of everything.
Hey guys, a quad that when you give it full stick pitch forward or full roll, it does the flip of that. What would you guys call that? Or what you think the cause of that would be? Everything new on the build, but the motors. They're running the T motor F40. What's your feedback on that? I asked into my group, and we'll see what they come up with.
He said, should I step down on ESC to 300?
So you're running D-Shot. Yeah, here, try doing this. Switch your ESC protocol to one shot
600.
To one shot 125. I know this sounds strange, but switch the ESC to one shot, and then do you know how to calibrate motors through Betaflight? You go into the motors tab, like you're going to go ahead and test and run motors, and then take that slider, unlock the little thing, take the slider, slide it all the way to the top, the master, and then plug in your quad and let it do its little jingles and jangles and all that good stuff. Okay, you know how to do it? Yeah, so switch to one shot and then try to calibrate. And then once you calibrate, go ahead and switch back to D-Shot and then run that and see if that doesn't help you. If not, it may be Betaflight. I'm wanting to say maybe. Motor timing and D-Mag and all that. If you're familiar with Betaflight. Listen to Plum. Listen to Plum. I don't mean literally listen to Plum, but
I will see you later on, FPV NoobTube. Thank you so much for joining me, baby.
But if you're on Messenger, hit me up. I'm Chris Justice, and we will get you straight on that for sure.
He said he's on 4.0.
You're 4.0, okay.
Alvin, welcome, babe.
Yeah, just go to one shot, calibrate it, and go back and see that's what's happening. It sounds like you might have your ESCs talking different language to your motor. Alvin.
Plummet said, or you could rip that Betaflight junk out and put a Flight 1 FC in it. Adam is hooked. Can you guys tell? Well, Adam's not the only one because Holy Squish is also hooked.
Squish got that thing really locked down. That thing is. I gotta watch Plum catch up on Plum's video, but Squish got that thing nailed down.
Night Train said he heard the new Beta Flight beta is almost all self-setting.
Pretty much, Mike. It's pretty much right there. I mean, it's. I think they've done a great job so far.
Believe me, Craft King, I totally understand that. He said cannot afford the good stuff yet. Yet being the key word there.
Well, you've come to the right place because hit me up on my channel, MD95TSI. That's what I do, dude. I do. You might see a lot of good stuff hanging here, but there's a lot of clone and a lot of stuff. And trust me, that's exactly what I do. I love doing everything on a budget and not sticking a lot of money into it. I'm called the cloner.
Yes, definitely. There's quite a few on the wall that are definitely clone frames, and then other things added in, and then over time is when he picked up a few of his premium frames.
Like I run Flight 1, what Plummet's telling you. This is the cloner. So it's the clone of the Schizo. I call it the Schizno, and I ripped the camera mount off of it a couple weeks back on a Brando. So.
Oh yeah, he definitely
Flight 1,
punishes.
I run Flight 1, kids,
his stuff.
Beta, pretty much run them all. I like them.
Thomas says, please, we all know Chris goes by Ain't It A8 Pro.
Exactly.
Oh, you're working on one of your RCs, adding some green bling to it. Imagine that. Green bling.
Green,
nah.
Why green, bro?
Because it's the bomb, that's why. Yeah, Alvin, I haven't been around very many channels at all on YouTube lately. Please forgive me. But I have been a little more active in Facebook. I haven't had as much time as I used to. With a new promotion at work came a whole lot more work. Imagine that. And it just, there's nights that you can ask Chris. 6:30, 7 o'clock, I'm asleep on the couch. And it just, that's the way it is right now. One of these days, I'll get back into the swing of everything. Just please hang in here with me. You know I love you. Craft King is jumping on Beta Flight. Be right back. Anxious to fix this.
Hope it works for you, brother.
You're gonna make me do all this instead of you just grabbing your phone.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll just put it on my phone here.
It doesn't matter. I got it.
Oh man, you're don't forget all crazy.
Sheesh. Make me do all the work on my channel. What is the deal with that?
Found me on your channel. Don't be hating. I think you from somewhere else.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. I'm gonna knock him out on live camera. And well, no, I'm gonna be smart. Turn the camera off first.
She would get 1 million views on that freaking thing. I promise y'all.
Yeah. Viral video. Thank you, Alvin. I'm glad you still loves me. He's been sort of dealing with the same type of thing. He's barely had any time to watch any videos lately. But you know what? You know what that's a sign of? You're living life. You know? You're getting out, you're making the memories, you're doing things while you can, while the weather's still good, before Mother Nature turns her true ugliness on in rare form. and starts dropping snow like she did on some places in September. I was like, are you kidding me? It's September and it's already snowing. No. I was watching, or no, it was on Facebook, I believe. This woman had planned her wedding with a fall background in Seattle, Washington. She went to get married and it dropped 2 foot of snow.
Was that the one that they had good shots though?
Oh man, they had amazing shots. Yeah, it was in the photography group. One of the bridesmaids face planted in the snow. Like 20 or 30 people couldn't make it because of the snow.
They had to push their car.
Yeah, their cars got stuck. It was an amazing experience for them, but the photography that just captured it all it explained the story. You could still see the excitement and the happiness. It was cool. So, but yeah, that was cool. Oh, who's Alvin? My fault. Earl RC, please meet back from the sky. Carlos. Carlos, please meet Alvin.
You didn't know Alvin, Carlitos?
Yeah, he has a 1 or 2 quads. I think 2.
Well, I think one part. Yeah, he was.
But no, didn't he have a whoop too? The toy whoop. Yeah, the Santa Claus one. Yeah, 2 quads and quite a few ground pounders. But like I always said, as long as you have something in your hand that you are operating, something that is in front of you, either up in the air, down on the ground, in the water, I don't care. This is the Melting Pot channel, and everyone is welcome. It's all about sharing the love of the RC. I mean, think about it. Without the remote control, how would you fly the drone? And don't give me no shit of on my phone, because without the app being used as a remote control, then you wouldn't be able to do that. Think about it. RC cars, crawlers, it's just not cars anymore. There's quite a few different avenues with ground pounders. Anything that goes on the ground.
Yep.
Ed, I take offense to that. Guys who like to play with knobs. You know, I like to play with the sticks too. I mean, and it's not just knobs. It's sticks.
If anybody wants a nice RC truck, I can show you a picture of it. I have someone that needs someone to do an Amazon review, and you pay for it first, and she will give your money back to you.
Oh, Alvin, I'm sorry. He said, actually, I think I have 7 drones now, including his wizard. But yeah, mostly ground RCs.
Yeah, that's right, because he's got the camera version. So.
Right? Save the ta-ta-ta-ta-tas. It is October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And no, don't even ask, because I have not come up with any idea to top the tutus for tatas. That was just like the epic type thing. Carlos said, I like to pound. I think a lot of the guys in here like to pound. He said, as for ground RCs, I have around 17 to 18. Yeah, then I think we can tell what your favorite is.
If you guys want a economy quad, I'm building one that costs $99 from Bang Goods. I know a lot of people have problems with them, but let me see how they fly. Let's see if that D can get them working. I think I can.
I think I can. I think I can. I think I can.
Like I know I can.
Well, Carlos, you're not the only one. I mean, I know for sure that Ed is aware of breast all year round. And I'm sure quite a few of the other guys in here are as well. Adam's probably over there going, yep, 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 uh-huh. Yeah, I know. I don't think there's many guys around that aren't. That's just like the facts of life. Adam, that is like the lamest excuse I have ever heard.
Uh-oh.
I work at a car dealership. Just how it is. Because I guarantee you, I would lay money that you were very aware of them before you ever worked at that car dealership. So, not buying that excuse.
Oh, shit, homie.
Right?
What's been printing?
Well, Ed Hahn, that just goes to show how confused y'all truly are.
What?
Ed said that and looms at Back from the Sky. We spent 9 months getting out, and every cents we keep trying to get back in.
And you know something?
Y'all are confused.
So this frame probably don't cost nowhere near $100 like that Flynoceros frame would cost, and I have to take the screws and tight and screw it through the arm. The tolerances are that tight. Ain't that amazing?
Tight is good.
So there we go again. The cloners are out doing the pre-moves.
Paul, Wacky RC, good morning, my dear. Night, Sam.
Thanks, Sam. Thanks for hanging out.
Have fun on that book. Can't wait. You gotta get busy. She's like, yeah, I am. Well, yeah, I mean, the dealership job is a bonus, but you can't use that as an excuse. Paul said tight is always good.
Exactly.
I told you. And see, Ed, that is like one of the oldest tricks in the book. He said he worked at a convenience store for a while, and the manager kept the AC very cold so that the headlights came on all the women that came to the store.
Or did Ed
It's like, Ed's blaming it on the manager, and when the manager walked out, Ed went and tampered with the air conditioning. He probably souped it up so it could get even colder. Added extra Freon and all that. Yep. Adam's thinking to himself, now wait a minute, how can I get to the air conditioning controls at work? More power, right? Go ahead, Tim the Toolman Taylor. Go ahead and tamper with it. Sure. Ed said I had no control over that thermostat, but I wasn't complaining. Sure you didn't have control. Hey, at times it gets even a little bit warm in here. I might need to change it. Can you show me where it is? And poor Adam, he's stuck outside quite often. So, coming into the air conditioning, that's like a welcome relief. And then he's got that bonus sitting there. So, I understand, Adam. It's a guy thing. It's an every single guy thing. Y'all can sit there and go, no, not me. Nope, I ain't. Nope, I'm not like that. Bull hockey. Right, Ed? He said, Florida, rather warm most of the time, so not much to the tops. Vampire, what are you up to? What do you all do? You notice certain body parts of females. Every man does. Eric, RC Crazy, your box is going out tomorrow, my dear.
Eric.
See, he automatically knew. He said, oh, yeah, I like boobies. I was saying that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And Carlos informed me that he doesn't need one specific month to always be aware of breast. And I told him, I think that's every man. Oh, no, come on. What language are you throwing at me now?
Oh, she's translating.
Now, what is garbage? And I'm still not sure what language that was, but it worked. Latin. Come on now. Oh, and now he switches back to English. After what he told is my question, homie Paul. Night, Wayne.
Night, Wayne. See you tomorrow, bro.
Tomorrow's Thursday.
Wayne's off tomorrow.
Oh. Okay. Good evening, Kenny. What's the weather like up there, my dear?
Kenny.
Adam, you forgot one thing in there. He said he's taking off, guys. He's got to make dinner, do some laundry, and get up for work tomorrow. You forgot about the FPV noob tube, my dear. But if I do not catch you later on, my dearest, you have a wonderful time this week, and hopefully we'll see you on the Drone Network on Friday if I don't catch you tomorrow so I can check out Night Train's green shirt. You heard that right, Alvin. Green shirt. He just keeps teasing me and telling me I have to check it out on the stream.
He knows what slackers.
Not true. I've only missed a couple. You, on the other hand.
Always end up out doing stuff on Thursday, like never fail. This past Thursday, I was out with Eric.
Oh, your favorite's Latin? Uh-huh. I understand that, my dear. And you're probably like me with the new promotion and everything. I think all of us are trying to adjust and adapt to the curves that life has thrown at us lately. And unfortunately, I think YouTube is what's suffering, and sleep is what's calling quite a few of us. I told Chris, I said, man, with the weather changing and it's warm, and then tomorrow I think the high is only supposed to be like 60. Today it was 95. I'm like, seriously? It was absolutely beautiful. But when from the kneecaps down is nothing but intense pain, it's like, okay, you can only take it for so long.
She took the drugs tonight.
I did. I am not one to take pain pills, and I have them, and I actually ended up having to take a half of one. It hurts. Not gonna lie. I live more or less with pain every single day, so when I say it seriously hurts and Chris hears me complain, he knows it really hurts.
Go to the pharmacist.
Oh well. Little bit of essential oils on top, and away we go. Still hurts, but yeah, it sucks. Alvin knows exactly what I'm talking about, and so does homie Paul. Are you bluffing there, Paul? Feeling a little easier after tonight's lottery win? Right, Kenny? I like green.
Congrats, Paul. Hopefully it's enough for you to pay everything off and just sit back and run RC cars where you like.
And he said just one of the lesser prizes. But hey,
Winning, bro.
Exactly.
Gotta play to win.
He said he got 3 numbers.
Cool.
Awesome. See? Just like I say, good things come to good people. Just not always when we want them, you know what I mean? And sometimes it's when you really need them. And when you've helped different people out, and Acro back there in the corner, I saw him on the camera. I'm like, okay, what are you doing? He's checking things out. My dear, whatever you treat yourself to, just think of it as it's still a treat, you know? Willie, what are you up to, my dear?
Willie.
Was it as warm down there as it was here today? It was 95 degrees today, babe. Can you believe that? Oh, ouch. Getting old sucks. But we're all going to be getting old. He said it was 92 and just watching TV. Kicking back and relaxing. Kenny said, I got 5 out of 6 numbers on the lotto once.
Right.
Only was $120. I thought I was going to retire till I checked the payout. You know, at times that's the way it goes, though. Thomas said, I found out I'm allergic to birthdays. I totally understand that. It's like, achoo, where I'm going backwards. Ooh, here you go, baby. Willie had fried chicken and mac and cheese.
What? The best dinner out there, bro.
Not. You're gonna say fried chicken beats meatloaf?
Right now, yeah.
Oh my.
Especially if Willie made it.
Wait a minute.
I know Willie.
Thomas, am I shit. I don't have my calendar, my phone, or nothing else. He said his allergies are flaring up. Thomas, is today your birthday, my dear? Because if I had my phone, then I'd go back and check Facebook Messenger and roll it back.
It is, I do believe, I remember.
Not yet. Then it's this week, more than likely.
Yeah. I thought it was.
I'm going to figure it out now. Thanks for the heads up, though. See, I can't think straight. And Thomas and I have been talking about that because work's been nuts. That's right, this month. It's October. That's what it is. Carlos said fried chicken is definitely better than meatloaf. And I don't know about that. Willie said it was good. Now, Willie, honey, how did you make that fried chicken? Did you use the air fryer or did you actually fry that chicken? I'm hoping you're going to tell me that you actually fried that chicken.
It don't matter, Willie. I bet it's good either way.
Right, with work, his test, and just life, you need some brain downtime. It's like, oh, please, I just... What? Meatloaf is not just a big hamburger, Carlos.
You ain't had good meatloaf.
No, obviously not. Alvin said fried chicken is definitely better than meatloaf, but meatloaf is still damn good. Oh, Lord.
Let's just say I take both.
There you go. Willie said I used the air fryer. I should have known that. And it was yummy. That's all that matters. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Right? A meatloaf Sammy. Mmm. Yum.
Cold meatloaf left over from the day before and kept up on the
On the sandwich. Yums. Yums. They're not close. Nowhere compared close.
What?
Carlos is still saying that a meatloaf is just a big hamburger. No.
Nah, I wouldn't agree with that. Unless you had somebody just make you a meatloaf that was a big hamburger.
Willie said I would love meatloaf, but I hate onions. You don't have to put onions in a meatloaf. Customize it. I know. Our son hates onions, and I love to cook with onions. So on certain things, he's sitting over there looking at me, and it's almost like the death stare is in to say, I don't believe there's onions in this. And I'm like, yeah. But it's not the fact that he hates onions, the taste of onions. It's more like the crunch. If he sees them, it's ball game. Is fried chicken at the drive-thru paradise by Dashboard Light? I don't think so. Thomas, honey, he's more north than both of us. He's from New York. He said maybe that's what they call a burger that far south. No, he's from New York. And I can guarantee you that's not a burger up there either.
New York City.
Right? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Exactly, Thomas. He said, well, that explains it all. We still love you, Carlos.
Carlos wants to get out of the place.
Am I awake yet? Not really. And I think part of that is due to the fact of taking a pain pill about an hour and a half ago. So it's definitely kicking in, and it's like, right? He gets his salsa from New York City. Oh, I think Ed's fallen asleep too, but very, very, very true. Fried chicken is just about the number one thing to eat in the South. And yes, you do, Carlos. You do have a very large variety of foods there in New York. I think just about anything and everything you can just about think of or that you would crave or want, you can find in New York.
New York City.
I don't know, though. Because those burnt ends in Chantilly was the bomb.
Oh yeah, they take away.
Not number one for chickens? No, I would say over there it would definitely not be number one for chickens, would it? The chickens are like, oh shit, here we go again. Yeah, Willie, it is. It definitely is. The food in the South is way different than in the North. Way different. Oh Lord, Ed's trying to multitask. Okay, you're one to talk.
Hey, I gotta talk shit when I can.
Uh-huh. Don't feel bad, Ed. He fails miserably at it too. Ed said, damn it, I didn't say I was failing. I said I'm trying.
I'm trying to over here. Trying to look like something.
Something that flies.
Hopefully.
Oh Lord, you do not believe that, Carlos.
What?
People from the South came from the North to live there. That's why the food from the South is so good. No. I have to disagree with you on that one. Yeah, that really sucks, Willie. I saw that tonight before I went live, and I'm like, that's not right. I'm sorry, that is not right. And I'm sorry if I offend anybody by that. But that's my personal feeling, and 10 years is not enough for what happened.
And let me touch on that a little bit. People's trying to play the race card. She was white. I'm white. Her ass did not get enough years, dude. That is. I think they had some kind of relations, maybe, and she was jealous over some shit. Walk in his house and shoot him over eating ice cream, dude, and think it was her house. She walked up an extra flight of steps.
Right.
And you're a police officer, for one, that's supposed to be aware of definitely, like, someone run past you. She's supposed to be give a description of that person and be on point. But yet you walk in the dude's house and then shoot him. Nah, that shit's wrong. I don't care who you are.
And like I said, that 10 years is not enough.
Fuck no.
It's not enough. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
They ought to give her to his family and let them deal with her. That's terrible. And they're like it's a black and white thing. It's definitely not that.
But
it's a bitch.
The way I look at this was this, and I told Chris, in Texas, gun laws are different. They're the same, but they're different because Texas is more of what I consider the old school gun laws. Okay, Because you can carry. Here in Maryland, dude, you put a gun on your hip, your ass is going to get tackled by the cop who's closest to you.
Oh, shit.
Concealed carry does not happen in the state of Maryland. It's damn near impossible to get a concealed carry permit in the state of Maryland. Period. That's legal and legit. But the thing of it is, you know, even though they have more relaxed, per se, gun laws, this just goes to prove that they will uphold justice in a way, because she did not get away with this. I honestly feel sorry for her.
She tried to use the law where if someone come in your house.
She tried to use the castle doctrine.
Yes.
That's only if you are in your house
She shot the dude.
and you are feeling threatened. Not when you've climbed an extra flight of stairs, walked into somebody else's house, and shot and killed them. That's bullshit. And her being an officer of the law,
she should have known.
That's bullshit that she even tried that. I'm sorry. And you're right, Carlos. The cop in jail is not a safe person. So, you know what? 10 years to her
and you know,
might just feel like 100 years.
And here's the thing, you know, she used a lethal shot. She could have used less lethal. She's trained to do less lethal shots to just injure someone. And he's got ice cream and a spoon in his hand, maybe a fork. So,
it was a spoon.
But where does she feel threatened? Because he was black?
Now, how many of you guys have done that? Seriously. Okay, the spoons are dirty or you can't find one, so you grab a fork because you want the ice cream. I know y'all have. Don't even say you haven't.
But that's wrong. That's just terrible.
She was focused on sex texting her married cop boyfriend.
She was something. I promise you that.
Bullshit. I ain't buying it. I seriously feel sorry for his family. I truly do.
They ought to be able to
no amount of time that she received is going to bring him back. They should not be in that situation right now. They shouldn't. And for this to have happened back in 2018 and for it to be finally some type of a I can't even call it justice. I seriously can't even call it justice. For their loved one. A year is too long. It just is. Now, come on, Willie. Why would you say that?
I can't even imagine.
Willie said Crystal should not have a gun because she might shoot someone.
Hey,
I haven't yet.
Willie, I keep things locked up here, bro. We're good. You're safe. Come on back.
I haven't yet.
She actually not carries, but she does have a 357.
I have several.
A 380, a 22. She's packed, let me tell you. But I keep them in a safe place. That way, I give her crayons to play with instead of guns.
Thomas says, I don't do that. If I can't find a spoon, I just dive my face into the plain ice cream.
Gotta try this fork method, Thomas. Trust me.
Well, Wacky, maybe he did. He had a loaded ice cream.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's sad.
He had Jimmy's, caramel, he had everything on that thing. She felt threatened.
Oh, is that what it was? The sprinkles and Jimmy's is what threatened her?
Yeah, she felt threatened.
Damn.
He had mixed colors instead of black and white.
You did not go there.
Freaking retard what she was. You could look at her and tell something wrong with that woman. I'm just sorry. I don't see how she ever made it to be in the cop or something because it must just put her through. She Her dad must be the mayor.
Yeah, well, Carlos, if her lawyers came up with that excuse, because I'm sorry, lawyer, yeah, you should know what the law truly is, and yep, trying to bend it like that shit ain't gonna happen. Come on now. I mean, gun control is using both hands, Thomas said.
Fucking love it. My kind of gun control.
Yep, if you take your spoon and run it under hot water, it will make it easier to scoop up ice cream. Very true.
Only if you put it in the deep freezer. Don't put it in the deep freezer. We'll have to go through that. Won't take you long to eat it.
And another tip, say you have a kid's birthday party or whatever going on, you can take the carton, cut the carton, and then take a butter knife, run it under hot water, and just slice the ice cream for the kids. Lot less messy. Thomas said maybe she breathalyzed her way into the force, Chris.
Right?
I tell you, I mean, I think they said she'd been on the force for 4 years, so, okay, how much training goes into being a police officer? Couple years? And then you have 4 years on the job. Yeah, nope. No, you don't, Thomas. He said, I hate to sound that way.
What are you playing with?
A zip tie.
Yeah, I'm over here zip tying, and after I zip tying, I'm like, all right, was there a lag in the zip tie?
No, I'm just trying to make you think you're crazy. That's all.
Not bad looking so far for a noob. Yeah. Oh,
5 years. Gotcha.
Can you hand me that bag, please?
What bag?
See, bag is right there.
This one?
The big bag.
That one.
Yeah.
Wow. So y'all haven't heard anything at all. All you've had for the last 3 years is corrupt politicians who don't understand democracy. Well, there's a lot of people who don't understand democracy. And right, they blame video games for violence caused by people. Yep. Well, here's my question on that. What the hell did they blame before the video games were out? Them blaming video games is just an excuse. Okay, an excuse because they do not want to face the true reasoning behind it. Somebody was seriously unstable, mentally ill, or extremely enraged isn't even going to cover. Enraged to the point that you cannot think straight. You guys know what I'm talking about. And the problem is, people don't open their eyes to that until it's too late. And normally, there truly are some type of signs somewhere that somebody should have seen and either saw and just didn't want to see, so they ignored, thinking, hoping, whatever, it would go away, and it does not. Yeah, it's sad. Lawyers try to come up with any excuse they can, and that's what their job is. That's why they're called defense. Yeah, Willie, I saw that. The video of the guy in jail waiting in the rec yard on a drone that dropped off drugs and a cell phone. That was in Ohio. And God only knows what has happened to that guy in jail since.
Yeah, you see him here.
But I can bet you this much. It will probably be a hell of a long time before he is getting some fresh air out in the rec yard again.
I saw that shit too. He sat there and stood there and had his shirt and he threw his shirt over the package, trying to be all sly about it.
Yeah, trying. Very true, homie. They have to blame something when they don't understand why.
Yeah.
Right? I remember the bullshit about playing the records backwards and all that. Was that drone guy flying the drone? No. Not this drone guy anyway.
Come on, Willie, don't tell on me.
I know some in Ohio that may have been flying the drone.
Yep. His name was Justin Weinsetter. I know him. He told me he did it.
Ha!
If you're listening, go rape him. Go arrest him.
Oh, Lord. Carlos said, I blame no respect for human life. They'll blame somebody for playing cops and Indian or cowboys and Indians, maybe or cops and robbers in the past. You said just kidding, but honey, you weren't just kidding. That's the sad thing. It's like they grab at straws and try to blame it on anything. Okay, think back and well, I know some of you in here are older, like I am. So you'll remember what I'm talking about. And some of you are younger, so you will not. Okay? Back when kids were playing outside.
And the streets like, come on, you had to go in.
And kids were playing cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians. How many people honestly got offended? Think about it. These kids were using their imagination, normally during recess or to get out of their parents' hair outside, using their imaginations and not hurting a soul. But all of a sudden now, that's not allowed. Now think about it. What technically isn't allowed? What has offended you the most? The fact that these kids are imitating true things? Cowboys fighting against Indians? Cops going after robbers? Or the fact that they're actually using their imagination and thinking outside of the box in the first place? I think it's the fact that they're actually thinking outside of the box in the first place. But back when we were younger, they encouraged you to use your imagination. Now, no. You don't hear anything. You're right, moral depravity. Very, very, very true.
Thomas used his imagination. Yesterday he had to take us down Mr. B. He thought he was in a Ferrari. He smashed down.
Oh, God. Poor Thomas. You were always picking on his car.
He's always picking on the car. Just saying.
Very true, Paul. I mean, come on. What kind of dick thinks this album is so good I'll play it in reverse? I mean, really? Yeah, Willie, Crystal is 22. Oh, aren't you so sweet? You need to add a few numbers to that. You wish you were older like I am, huh? Yeah, Paul, I know something. number wise. Just saying. Outside other original virtual reality. Right? Sheep mentality. Very, very, very true. He said Mr. B didn't use any gas while it was on the grill of a Mac. I'm just riding.
You take drafting to a whole new
He
level.
said, how else do you think Mr. B almost hit 80?
Well, I figured downhill with a Mack truck blowing his air horn.
Oh, Lord. But yeah, I think at times, about the way things have changed. Not so sure it's a good thing. On a lot of different levels. Think about the level of respect now. How often do you see people holding doors open for each other? When it happens, how often do you see that person saying thank you? Not very.
I used to get on Crystal a lot over that. You let that door go right in that guy.
And a lot of times I was in a hurry and didn't even see somebody behind me, but now I make sure I pay attention.
Come on, you upset me by doing that.
Right? And I mean, that's sad. You're a male chauvinist pig now if you open the door for a woman. It's a total different mentality.
You do, like the women that are not
and
so
I am a very independent woman. Even though I am married, I am very, very, very headstrong. Have my own ideas, have my own thoughts, and will stand up and defend them in a heartbeat. Y'all know this. And at the same time, dude, if you're going to hold the door open, I'll let you go ahead. But on the other hand, if I beat you to the door, I'm not just going to step to the side. Because I can hold the door open for you as well. It's kind of like a two-way street. But do I think you're a male chauvinist pig for holding the door open or opening the car door? Not at all. Do I think that's a sign of respect? That I definitely do. Carlos, women are not trying to take over, okay? It's just like there was what was I watching yesterday? I don't even remember. The Kahlua done kicked in and I went to sleep, and yeah, that was a long time. But I do know. It was a thing about the Dallas cheerleaders from the 80s. So this woman said back then, women were encouraged to be anything you wanted to be. And they were. But at the same time, when a woman chose to be something, she was also severely judged. And it's just like she said, how can you encourage somebody to do something and then judge them at the same time that they're doing exactly what you told them to do? Talk about a double-edged sword. And in a way, that's the society we're living in now. It's a double-edged sword, and it sucks. Because just like the hashtag Me Too movement, which seriously kind of like grates on my nerves and pisses me off because a lot of bullshit has gone down with it. Women falsely accusing these men, ruining their fucking lives, and then, oops, no, it didn't really happen, and moving on. That's bullshit. I'm sorry. Those women need to be locked up. They need to have their name dragged through the mud the same way they did to those guys. And I mean, fair's fair and right's right and wrong's wrong. And that shit's wrong. And if something happened to you 15 or 20 years ago, I'm hoping by now that you are a strong enough person that you have put that shit behind you and that you have grown from it. Or that in the past, when it actually happened, you actually did something about it, because that's when it matters. And I have every right to say that. So, I mean, yeah, shit changes and time changes things. But you know what? Like I said, right's right and wrong's wrong. You know, you can't have that double set of judgment of, oh, well, this should be done to this one, but then if you do that, you want a different set of rules. Doesn't happen like that. And unfortunately, in this society, it does happen like that. And that's bullshit. And I'm sorry, it's bullshit. Willie's going to South Carolina tomorrow to get fireworks. You're getting the good fireworks. That's not fair. Yeah, Willie, imagine that. Crystal's headstrong. Oh, wow, you are surprised by that. Bullshit. And you know, Carlos, that's also a double edged sword. Women that stay home and raise their kids are made to feel like they're not doing anything with their lives these days. Well, they're not. But at the same time, the men who stay home and take care of their kids are treated even more like shit because that goes against all the rules. And, you know, who set these rules in the first place? Every couple needs to make their own decisions, not go by what this one says or what that one says or what the norm is. What the hell is normal anyway? I mean, think about it. Who set the normal? Were they even qualified? Or is it just something that's been passed along through generations and you just came to accept? What do you mean they're not? They are, but they're not. Because when I say they're not, for a woman to stay home and take care of her kids was more of a traditional role. So for somebody to tell, you know, when they ask, hey, what do you do? I'm a stay at home mom. It's more accepted than, you know, for somebody to turn their nose up to it. That's what I meant by that. Oh, awesome. The fireworks are for Willie's church program, the community event for Halloween. Is it like a trunk or treat? Yeah, exactly. Abnormal. What does that word even mean? No comprende. Exactly, homie Paul. You have a friend that's a bricklayer. He stayed home to bring up the kids because his wife was and is still earning way more than he is. You know, it happens. All right. Craft King said, no luck with resetting motors in beta flight. I almost took out my boy trying to video it. I'm sorry, my dear. I did not mean to laugh, but I can picture it because I know exactly what you mean, and yeah, it's kind of like happened. Where and we have gotten good at ducking.
Okay, so go to my latest video and just comment on it, and I will definitely get with you and watch that video. And then if you're on Facebook, hit me up on
Craft King.
Messenger Chris Justice.
Here, hang on a minute. Let me grab Chris's channel for you again. And by the way, this nut back here is Mr. MD95 TSI, my husband. Chris, as other known. Do 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 do. Yeah, he kind of has a knack for building.
I'm addicted.
Slightly. Yeah, if you're on Facebook, it's definitely. Oh, he says I've never been on Facebook. Is that weird? No, it's not.
If you want to create an account,
Back from the Sky is not on Facebook. Quite a few others aren't on Facebook either.
It's just easier for Messenger. I could be back and forth with you on a private message, and then me and you can chat private, and then we could try to sort it out and whatnot. And it makes it a little easier.
Are you on Discord?
But if not, we'll still work it out. We'll still figure everything out. Not a problem.
Right, Thomas? He says I pretty much only use Facebook for Messenger.
Right? That's all. Well, I do a little bit on Facebook.
Okay, he says I have Discord. Hang on just a second. Let me grab my phone and I will send you our the Drone Network Discord link.
Yeah, like I said, I'll get with you. I'll go into Discord and all that, and I'll watch your video on YouTube, and I'll try to see if I can't help you out, figure out what's going on with it. That sucks. I was hoping to actually calibrating them would work out for you. So I'm thinking also. So it's only when you do full stick. So I wonder if you like okay, you're gonna put the video up tonight. So I said, so it seems like on full deflection that something is cutting your motors off or knocking them out of sync with each other. But yeah, like I said, I'll get with you and definitely help you out, try to get it rolling for you. Got it? Discord is different.
So I said I think so.
Agro.
Yep, I think that's the link. No, it's not weird that you've never heard of Discord either. Believe me, until we got on YouTube, I had never heard of Discord. So, and I've been on Facebook 11 years, Twitter.
Okay.
No, Carlos said, "Is it weird that he's never heard of Discord?"
Okay. I think that might be a little different because I don't figure Discord out.
But yeah, this guy back here was the late bloomer with social media, except for YouTube. He took off with that one like a rocket. Hated Facebook, Instagram. He was like, no, nope, 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 nope. Now he's everywhere. He's everywhere. He's everywhere.
And well hated.
Nah.
But never duplicated.
Right? Yeah, often imitated, never duplicated. He said in horizon mode it flies fine.
Okay, so that's saying something. Okay, incorporate everything in your video also. Because I'll share that video amongst a lot of people and we'll figure your problem out. So in horizon it flies fine. Now you fly in air mode or idle up mode?
Carlos, Discord is an app on phone. I think it's on both.
Phone, I like that. It's an app on phone.
Oh, shut up. I'm trying to figure out how to describe this. It's sort of like a social media thing, but you can only get into certain groups by invite only. It's not like something that you can just like go search and just jump in, and it's strange. But you can do talk to text, you can do video. Exactly. There you go. It's a private server. Thank you. I'm not always the greatest at explaining things. I try. And there are apps for things besides phones, so don't go there. But it's an easy way to communicate with people because you can still like tag them and it will give them a notification and things like that. So that's a good thing. There you go. Done.
Okay.
And he will get with you, and I'm sure you'll be up and flying, and your little one won't have to duck and dive as much. My tip on that is, you guys all already know, get a hoodie. They're usually very, very, very close to me. And you can throw sheep at each other. Well, homie Paul, honey, if you want to throw sheep, you go right ahead. To me, they're a little heavy. No. And we're not throwing bunnies either, so don't even go there. You know better. No throw bunnies. Whatever happened to a good old fashioned phone call? Well, that works as well. Craft King said sheep throwing is a sport around here. Well, you know, he said not if you're wearing wellies. Wait, you're not allowed to throw sheep wearing wellies? That's like a stupid law, isn't it? But no, Carlos, good old fashioned phone call works just as well. Although sometimes, you know, video works better than a phone call. Not Willie, my dear. Welly. A welly is sort of like our rain boots. But Wacky RC is in the UK. So they have different terms for things that we call different things. Oh, stops them from running away. I got you, smart Alec. You know, the Americans have not heard your joke, so it gets it every time. And you're over there just a snickering. I know you are. Well, guys, I had said I was probably going to hop off around 9. Guess what? 9 has come and passed. It's now 9:47, and I'm going to turn you all loose. God help the world. But I appreciate all of you for stopping in, hanging out, saying hi. Don't forget to hit the like button if you haven't already. If you have, I really truly appreciate it. I hope to see you all on the Drone Network next time. And remember this. I love you all, guys.
Night, guys. Appreciate you guys hanging out.
And Craft King, I'm sure Chris will be happy going Discord very shortly and help you out.
Well, I'm going to wait to watch the video and see what goes on from there, and then I'll give my input on it.
There you go. So, thanks again, guys. And until next time, love you guys.